Hi, Leo. My name is Darlene Dotson, and this is your Destiny of Truth, Leo, for January of 2021. The first thing we have Mercury in Capricorn in your sixth house, sextiling Neptune in the eighth house, okay, in Pisces. Now, here you're being very creative within relationships, other people's finances, your wills, could be astrology, but it has to do with your health and work. And you're voicing this and you're thinking about this, you're putting energy into it. Now, it is a sextile, so you're going to have to use this energy in order to do it. Okay. Now, on the 4th, we have got Mercury in Capricorn in the sixth house, conjunct Pluto in Capricorn in the sixth house. And you're looking at how you can transform your health. You're looking and, well, you're thinking and voicing how you can transform your health, or your work life. You want a transformation. It's just not working for you anyway, the old way of being. You want things to transform. Now, on the 6th, we have Mars in Taurus in the 10th house. And that's a good thing because we've had Mars in Aries for a long time, and now it's centering Taurus. And you're taking back your power, okay? You're grounding yourself. You're, doing what you need to do in order to accomplish the things that you want to accomplish in life. Now, on the 8th, we have Mercury Mercury is entering Aquarius in your 7th house. And you're going to be thinking a lot about your partnerships. You're thinking a lot about what's happening within these partnerships. Are these partnerships good for you? Are they viable for you? You're also, sharing things within the partnerships that do work for you. Then on the 8th, we also have Venus entering Capricorn in your 6th house. And you're going to be working a whole lot, okay? You're thinking about your work life and what you want to accomplish, and you're putting your power there. There's work is where your focus is right now, Leo. Then on the 8th also, we have the sun in Capricorn in the sixth house, sextiling Neptune in Pisces in the 8th house. And again, you're very creative in an 8th house matter, whether that be astrology, tarot. It could be you're using your intuition. Also other people's money and how you use it. But you're being very creative and you're working hard, okay, in order to accomplish everything. And also, it could be, your health. You are looking at your health and how you carry yourself because you may be getting older. So you're looking at wills and taxes and things like this and how you use that. Okay. Now, on the 8th also, we have Mercury in Aquarius. Okay. And that is the 7th house for you, squaring Mars in your 10th house. And your partnerships are voicing their opinions, okay? And they just don't like the actions that you're taking within your own, to keep your own power. They want you to do things their way, okay? um and I can tell you, I have a Leo Mars, okay? And my son and I are going back and forth right now because he doesn't want me to do something that I want to do. And I'm going to do it. I'm the adult here, he's the child. And what I'm doing is not going to hurt anybody. Okay. It's just something I want to do. I want to buy a house. Okay. And I'm saving and doing what I need to do in order to buy a house, and he thinks I'm too old to do it. Well, I have this analogy: you're never too old to do anything that you want to do in life. All you have to do is do it. Now, on the ninth, okay, we have Venus in Capricorn in the sixth house, and that is trine Mars in Taurus in the 10th house. And pretty much, um, again, it's going to be a lucky day in work, or in your health. You're going to see some real progress, but you got to use this energy. Okay, you just can't let it pass you by. If you use the energy at work, okay, or to work out, to change something in your health, and put your actions into it, you're just going to see how powerful you really are to transform that area of life. Then, also, on the 7th, we have, yes, we've got Mercury in Aquarius in the 7th house, and that is conjunct Saturn in Aquarius in the 7th house. And of course, when you've got Mercury conjuncting, Saturn, your voice is being restricted in some way. Okay, and for you, it's partnership. Your partnerships just don't want to hear what you got to say. They're only interested in what they want. And that's fine. Just don't talk to them about anything on this day. Then on the 11th, we've got Mercury in the 7th house conjunct Jupiter, okay, in the 7th house. You can voice it, okay, and it's a fixed sign. So you're going to voice your opinion within partnerships, and it's going to expand those issues that are happening in your partnerships. But if you things are going good, it's going to be in a good way. They're going in a bad way, then there could be a blow up that day with it being in a fixed sign. Now, on the 12th, we have Mercury in Aquarius in the 7th house, and that squares Uranus in Taurus in the 11th house. And your partnerships, again, are voicing their opinion about the changes you're going through with your hopes and your dreams and your aspirations. But I know me, myself, Leo, I've been dealing with that my whole life. Okay. They just have never liked the things that I've chose to do, and I've learned that I'm gonna do them. Okay. Well, your friendships, the groups you belong to, the dreams and the aspiration that you have for yourself, okay, in your friendships, your partnerships are letting you know that they just don't approve of, the direction that you're going. But all you're trying to do is make yourself more stable, and nobody knows the best way to proceed but you. Now, on the 13th, we have Mars in Taurus in your 11th house, and that is squaring Saturn in Aquarius in your 7th house. And your partnerships are trying to suppress your actions. Oh, well, okay. That's not healthy, okay? You're going to have to deal with that, because partnership should not try to suppress who we are. Partnership should accept who we are. So don't let them, suppress you. Now, I can say, if you're being fixed in your attitude about something that you're doing that's not healthy for you, and they're trying to suppress you from doing something that is hurting you, then yes, you need to stop hurting yourself. And I mean that by, if you're doing drugs, okay? If you're doing a drinker, and I even say, yes, a doctor could be prescribing you drugs, but if you're leaning on these drugs as a crutch, then yeah, your partnerships can suppress, and because of this. And they have every right to, because when we are harming ourselves with these issues with drugs, or things that are unhealthy, you're also harming them, okay? Because they're having to live with the consequences of our choice. Now, on the 13th, we also have Venus in Capricorn in the 6th house, and that's trining Uranus and Taurus in the 10th house. And you're making changes, okay, within yourself, and how you use your power, with those that you love, with the things that, that have to do with your health. And again, if you're using things in a healthy way, then it's good. Okay, you can utilize this energy if you're doing drugs to stop it. Okay, you can utilize this energy to take back your power from an addiction, because it is Venus, and Venus can, do things that are over the top too. And with it being the 6th house, it could be your health, but it could also be your work life, that you're making changes in your work life that make you more powerful. Now, on the 14th, we have Uranus going direct in Taurus in our 10th house. And, you're making changes in your life to bring you back to be the power in your life and no one else. Okay. And that includes anybody that you may live with. That just includes anybody. You have to reclaim your own power. And if you're not reclaiming it, things are going to happen, because we have got the sun in Capricorn conjunct Pluto in Capricorn in your 6th house. And there's a big transformation coming with your health, and your power. Okay, you've got to be able to shine your light in the way that you want to. That can be health wise or work wise. And again, if you're using it in a healthy way, it's just going to help to transform you that much more. But if you're using it in a negative way, because Pluto is involved here, and Pluto can deal with addictions, and that's health, he's going to come in with a bang. Pluto don't play nice. He makes you dig into the deepest recesses of your life. Now, on the 17th, we have got Jupiter in the seventh house in Aquarius, squaring Uranus and Taurus in your 11th house. And that has to do with the changes that you're making to your aspirations and your dreams and the groups you belong to and your hopes, your wishes. They are expanding within partnerships, okay? Partnerships, their issues are expanding because of the changes you're making. They want everything to remain the same, so to speak. And well, can't really say they want them to remain the same. They just want things to be healthy, okay, for them too. And you are making changes, okay, with your dreams, your aspirations, and your goals. And they're going to have to understand that if it's healthy. If it's unhealthy, no, they don't have to understand it. Now, on the 19th, we have the sun entering Aquarius, okay? And that's your seventh house of partnerships. And you are going to have to look at your partnerships and what's healthy for you in a partnership and what's not healthy for you in a partnership. Um, you also have to look at how you've been dealing with partnerships because you don't get to control how everything is in life. Yes, you can control yourself, but you also have to learn how to listen to other people and what they want and what their desires are. Not everything is about you, but not everything is about them either. You have to look at what's healthy. Now, on the 20th, we have Mars and Taurus in the 11th house, conjuncting Uranus and Taurus in the 11th house. And you're putting your actions into changing things for your desires, your hopes, your wishes. You're changing your friendships, the groups that you belong to, because you want a change in your life. And this is where the direction that you're going. Now, on the 22nd, we have got Mars and Taurus in the 11th house, squaring Jupiter in Aquarius in your 7th house. And your actions that you're taking in friendships, the groups you belong to, your hopes and your wishes, they're squaring with your partnership. They're challenging your partnership. Shouldn't really say squaring because that sounds awful. It's just a challenging aspect within a partnership for you, which is going to bring partnership issues to a head. Then on the 22nd. Nope, we just did that. Sorry, I'm tired. Then on the 23rd, we have got Venus in Capricorn in the 6th house, sextiling Mars in Pisces in your 8th house. And you're looking at other people, okay, and how they've painted an illusion for you, and how you need to change things for yourself in your work life to be more prosperous, or how you need to change things in your health to be okay, more thing, because you're having to look at issues right now of death. You're having to look at issues of other people's money, of wills, of things of that nature. And you can let this energy pass you by if you want and not use it. Um, you know, but for you, Leo, if you do that at this point, I think that's very selfish on your part, because if you are older and you say no, that your health is not good, and you're not dealing with how your death is going to react to other people, then you need to look at that again. Now, on the 23rd, we have the Sun in the 7th house conjuncting Saturn in the 7th house. And you feel like the partnerships in your life are restricting you in some way. And they probably are, okay, restricting your life. But that's okay. You just need to learn how to deal with what's happening. Now, on the 26th, we've got the Sun in the 7th house and Aquarius squaring Uranus and Taurus in your 11th house. And the partnerships that you're in your life, don't like the changes that you're making. They don't like the changes of your hopes and your desires and your wishes, or the friendships that you're making, or how you're dealing with, partnership issues. They just are not happy with you at that time. Then on the 28th, we've got the Sun, okay, in Aquarius in the 7th house, and that's conjunct Jupiter in Aquarius in the 7th house. And, you're ready to deal with these partnership issues. You're shining a light on it, and, you want to deal with it and expand these issues and have that blow up, so everybody can be on the same page. And that's okay if you have that blow up, because you've got to deal with these issues that are happening, within partnerships. Now you can't run from it forever. You're going to have to deal with it. Now, on the 30th, Mercury is in Aquarius in your 7th house, and it retrogrades at the 26-degree mark. And over the past couple weeks, you've been seeing partnership issues and what's wrong with them, and that some things need to change. Well, over the next 2 weeks, you're not going to be thinking real clearly. So don't make the changes yet, but you can think about the changes you want to make, the actions that you want to take, and you can talk about issues that are happening that have to do with the past, but don't implement a plan yet. Well, Leo, that is your astrology, okay, for the month of January. You're dealing with, the most intimate part of who you are, and your health issues and your work issues and your own dreams and your own aspirations. But you've got to be healthy too in order to do it. So if there's changes that need to be made in your health life or your work life, then it's time to make them. Now I'm using the goddess cards for the month of January for you, Leo, and I want to see what the goddess cards hold for you. Well, it came up. Okay, it says, Leo, it's time of a new beginning. Okay, you've got to leave the past behind. You've got to leave the issues of your past behind. Um, you have got to be a healthy you. You have got to be the best version of yourself. You've got to work hard, do what is going to help you accomplish your dreams, because you're never too old to work. I don't care if you're retired, you can be doing something on the side. You stop giving in to that I'm too old to do anything, because if you think you're old, you're going to be old. Okay? It's also a time, if you are doing drugs, to give it up, live healthy, live a positive life, because that just holds you back, you know. It could be a new beginning for you, of taking back your power, by seeing your own creative vision and bringing that into life. But in order to do that, you're going to have to make changes that you need to make to live that healthy life, to change your work life. I mean, it's time for your own aspirations and goals to come to the forefront. And you're going to have to deal with the partnerships in your life in order to do that. And the first thing, if I'm really being adamant, Leo, if you are involved in any type of substance, drugs, sex addiction, alcohol, any type of vice, it's time to leave it behind and move in to a healthy way of being. So, that is your monthly forecast, Leo, for January of 2021. And I'll see you next month. And I hope you have a great